We are a self-determination movement. Self-determination. We want self-determination for the Yoruba nation according to the laws that rule the world. The United Nations Charter, 1948. The United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, 2007. The African Charter of Peoples, of the Rights of Peoples and of right of individuals and people, and so on. All of these say that the right of self-determination is an inalienable right of every group on earth, every ethnic group. And so that's what we are doing. We're trying to take for ourselves the right that the laws of this world say is our right. And we know it is our right.
But how exactly are you doing it?
We are doing it peacefully. We are doing it very peacefully. We made a statement from the beginning that we are going to do this. We are too big a people, too civilized a people to be engaging in violence. So we decided from the beginning it was not going to be violent. And we educated our young people. There are the largest mass of educated people in Africa. And we educated them to say,
no violence.
We have no violence. We know young people want to go into violence. It's natural with young people. But we appealed to them, educated them, and they accepted that. So the result is that we have been peaceful all the way. We have held mammoth, huge rallies. But the instruction to the young people as they poured out into the streets is no violence.
No violence.
No conflict with the police. If you are gathered in a place and you want to hold your rally in a place and the police come and they say, no, you cannot hold it, ask them, where else can we go to? We just want to exercise our rights. Our right. It's our natural right to hold a rally.
Sure.
So if it is not convenient for the government for us to gather in this place, and they have instructed you not to let us gather in this place, where do you want us to gather? 3.1 million people. 3.1 million. That's the largest crowd that has ever gathered in the history of Nigeria in one single town. So, and yet in all this there was no violence, there was no conflict with the police, nobody was arrested, nobody got wounded or anything. That's the nature of our movement. We want to do things without violence. They know that we respect every group. Where there are politicians among us, we respect them. It's their right. Sure. We are building a country that is going to be one of the most democratic in the world. And so we must not begin now to compel people to do what we want. No. They want to
so they have to join freely.
To play Nigerian politics. Yeah, for now, let them. But when the time comes, they will recognize that that's a non-viable road. We Yoruba were led by Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He was one of the makers of the whole idea of federation. That was what our leaders agreed upon before independence. When they began to diminish the federalism, then a lot of people began to cry out for restructuring. Let's go back. Let's go back to the origin, which was a federalism. And we were all involved in it. I wrote more than 140 articles in the newspapers promoting the idea of federalism, the advantages of living in a federation in a country like our own, what we had gained in the past, and how to do it, and so on and so forth. It is when we got tired and we knew that the people we were dealing with would never, those who still think that, federalism, regionalism, it will never happen. So if anybody thinks that restructuring of federalism or regionalism is going to return to Nigeria, they're just deceiving themselves. So we Yoruba have taken our decision. We've seen enough of it. Because the excessive centralization is destroying the life of Nigeria. It's destroying the life of every part of Nigeria. The educational standards are going down. So educational standards are going down. The universities are being wrecked. the primary schools and secondary schools are all becoming slums, and that's what they want. You know, it's not happening per chance. It's happening as a matter of policy.
And why do you think they are doing that?
Because they want to be able to control the people who are bigger than themselves and better educated than themselves, and the power is in their hands. So what they use is to use the power to climb them down. That's the only way. It's the only logical thing they can do. There is no other way. They cannot allow a democratic situation. Everybody is free to do what they want, and then we contest election and then no. They cannot accept that, because it will mean that they will lose power, and they don't want to lose power. Yoruba land is one single homogeneous people. There is no, we are one people, one language, one culture, one history, and so on. Yeah, a number of countries are ready to recognize us. Some are already helping us quietly.
Yeah.
But it is not a diplomat. It doesn't make diplomatic sense for us to be mentioning their name. I cannot mention their names to you. We want our country today, tomorrow. Our young people want their country, and they think that I, as their leader, their father, I'm too slow. They want it now. No. I want it now myself.
Yeah.
But we have to work out certain things.
Okay.
And we still believe we are going to have our country this December.
This December, still.
We still believe it. But
Okay.
we are a very highly educated nation. We will work out everything meticulously before we go forward and do it.